evening, everyone, and welcome to Check It Out, the library talk show that lets you know what's going on in and around the Bethel Park Public Library. We're your hosts, Elaine Volpe
and Christine McIntosh.
And why don't you begin, Christine, and tell us what's going on the adult side?
Sure. Well, we are in full swing in the Adult Summer Reading Program. You can sign up for summer reading online or in person at the library. So then for any book you read or listen to, you can enter into a weekly raffle. So all you do is you put your name down the book title, and I think, maybe whether you like the book or not. And it goes into a weekly drawing for a $25 gift card. And our grand prize this year is this really great picnic backpack.
Yes.
So it comes
I love it.
Complete. It's a really nice backpack. It has a little blanket in it. It has room for 2 bottles of whatever beverage you choose. But it has plates and real silverware and, there are plastic cups, but it has a little cheese cutting board, a corkscrew, a cheese knife.
It's quite the find. I think Rob always does a nice job finding the grand
Rob
prize.
does do a great
I'm not
job.
sure where he found this one, but it's a really...
Online.
Oh, really?
Wineenthusiast.com.
Oh.
Yes.
So he did very well.
I was just talking to Rob, and we have about over 200 people signed up. So it's not too late. We go through the end of July, so you can come in and sign up, or you can do it online. Also, we have the Pittsburgh South Writers Group that will be meeting at the library on Tuesday, July 8th at 7 p.m. This is a group that meets at the library monthly, and they provide inspiration and constructive criticism for wannabe or would-be or trying to be authors. So Tuesday, July 8th at 7, come on in. We also have Reverend Dr. Debbie Packler. She is the psychic medium that we've had at the library. She does fundraising for us. She will be at the library on Saturday, July 12th from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. She does 20-minute appointments for $35, and 20% of that fee goes directly to the library, and it's part of our fundraising program for the year. So
I just thought of something funny, and I just have to, because I forgot to tell you about it this morning. So she told me when I saw her a couple years ago that I was going to San Francisco, and I haven't yet, but who knows, right? Because she didn't put a time frame on it. So one of these days I may get to San Francisco. Last night, I want to see her again when she comes, because last night I had the strangest dream. You know how sometimes, well, most often I don't remember my dreams, and they say typically you don't.
I remember.
But they also said something about like the length of your dream. Like, what's the average length of a dream? I feel like I dreamt this dream like all night last night, but I had another child.
Oh,
and
my
I couldn't
word.
decide what to name him, and I named him Matthias. And I don't know why, but it was very, very real. And I just have to ask her what that means.
Yes, indeed.
So remind me.
Well, maybe you're going to have another child that you just don't
I
know.
doubt it. But it was interesting nonetheless.
So come and see Debbie at the library on Saturday, July 12th. Also, this very interesting program that came in after the Chronicles went out, so I want to make sure to talk with you about it. It is, we're calling it Where Heroes Lie, on Thursday, July 31st at 7 p.m. This is a program to introduce the community to a nonprofit organization called Who's Your Brother? So, Who's Your Brother connects people in the community with those that are seeking help. So I thought of you right away, because we had that conversation that you can't hang your blinds.
I can't hang my blinds. I had trouble with my lawnmower. I can't seem to do anything around my house.
Yes, so
I needed Mr. Fix-It.
That's the kind of thing that they connect people with. So if you what you do is, their website is who'syourbrother.org. And what you would do is go in and you set up an account, and you can put in your need, and then...
Like I have a big hole in my kitchen wall that needs patched and then painted.
So you put in your need.
This is great.
And then the need goes out to the group of, volunteers, and then someone will respond to. Or vice versa, if you have a skill that you can offer somebody, you can put your, your little profile.
But it's volunteer?
It's volunteer. There's no expectation. It's a pay it forward kind of program.
Wow.
So,
this is great. I didn't know about this opportunity.
So the person that is in need obviously gets, what their blinds hung or their wall patched, or, other things too. I mean, not necessarily just handyman things. But the person that has the skill also gets the joy of paying it forward with no expectation of payment or
I love this idea.
Any strings attached. So the project director, Raymond Miller, will be here that evening to talk about Who's Your Brother. So I think I want to come just to see what it's all about.
Absolutely.
So again, Thursday, July 31st at 7 p.m. Also, just want to take a minute to talk about the fireplace room renovation project, which is now complete.
Yay.
We had a movable glass wall installed. That was in March. And so it's on a track. It's kind of like those at the hotels where they can break a big room down into smaller rooms, but this is glass. It's not fabric. Mm-hmm. So we had that installed. And then in May, we had frosting, like this vinyl frosted stuff put on the glass. So you still get light, it's translucent, but you don't feel like you're on display if you're in a program in there. Right. And then Public Works put glass in our, what I call the portholes. We have that curved wall in the fireplace room, and there are these 12-inch portholes. Mm-hmm. So Public Works put glass in there. So it has cut down substantially on the noise. And how I know this is Wednesday night, our knitters come to the library. So they are by far our noisiest group. They're lively. They're having a great time. And I talked to the Cirque desk staff and also to Rob, because he's here Wednesday night, and said, how's the noise level? No complaints, because we used to get complaints all the time that they're a little rambunctious. So I'm very happy that that project is finished, and it looks really great.
It does. It looks
really great. And let's see. Oh, well, I just want to do a little plug for my 1-minute book recommendations. If you're looking for something good to read, you can check out a 1-minute book recommendation. They're really not a minute.
Some of them are.
They're usually around 2.5 minutes because we have an intro. But you can find those on YouTube, on the library's YouTube channel, also on the BPTV YouTube channel. And we have a link from the library's website. So if you're looking for something to read that's fairly current, most of them are nonfiction, because that seems to be, besides my romances, I read a lot of nonfiction. So if you're looking for something good, check it out and see. And also, too, as people are traveling this summer, I just want to remind everybody that you have free access, to over 40,000 unique book titles in ebooks and e-audio. So all you need is your library card. Not that we don't want to see you, but you don't even have to come in. You can do this from home. You go to the library's website, you click on the Overdrive, you can search of these 40,000+ unique titles and download them. You borrow them like a library book. You get them for 3 weeks, and then they disappear. I'm not quite sure how it happens, but they return themselves somehow. So,
and I just had a question about Freegal too. We should remind our viewers about Freegal. Again, traveling, if you're going on vacation, this is a great way to download your music for free.
You can download 3 free songs, or I think it's 2 videos, because you can download a music video also each week for free, and then they're yours. They don't disappear. They are yours. And also we have access to Hoopla.
Yes.
Hoopla, which is a downloading streaming video. So you can stream them if you have access to wireless, or you can download them, to watch on the plane or in the car. So they have a lot of popular. It's kind of like Netflix, but it's free. So I hope you will take advantage of that. So that is what's going on in the adult department this month.
Very good. So I guess it's over to me. And we've been very busy on the children's side as well. All of our programs are full, which is a great thing. That makes us so happy. But then it also kind of makes us a little bit sad, because that means we're turning people away.
Right.
So we've added, and I want just everybody to know this out there, we've added second sessions for a lot of our programs. So if you do see something in our flyer that you think your child might be interested in, please go ahead and call us. If we don't offer one right away, like immediately following the first class, that's what we've been doing, adding, if it's a 3 o'clock program, we've been adding a 4 o'clock session. But even if we're not able to do that because of room availability, we are planning on offering these programs in the fall. Minecraft was a huge hit, so thank you for everybody who came out, and thank you for Beth for planning such an awesome program, and Lynn for helping her out. A lot of people on the waiting list that didn't get to come, so we're going to offer that program early September. So be on the lookout for that in the next issue of Chronicles.
I really have to get into this Minecraft. I see kids playing it all the time, and I really don't know much about it. And
it's interesting, and it's neat, and you can do a lot with it, and you can build your own world. So she actually made a video of Minecraft players all across the United States who have built libraries in their Minecraft worlds, which was really cool. But yeah, and like I said, I think on previous programs, it's great. They've been using a lot more in schools because it uses math skills and even some science skills.
And problem solving.
And problem solving, yeah. So it's a neat program. But so if you were on the waiting list for that and you did not get called, again, look for our next issue of Chronicles and for our next library program flyer because it will be offered again. But yeah, we've been having a lot of fun. People have been having a great time playing bingo and earning their rewards. So if you haven't got your bingo cards yet, it's not too late to stop in and get that either. Our bingo card looks a little different than your standard bingo card because each square is not filled with a number, but rather an activity. And you work on these activities throughout the summer. Our younger patrons, of course, do it with mom or dad or a caregiver. K through 4, most of the program or activities are independent, and then teens, of course, are independent activities. But once you have 5 squares completed, you've earned a bingo, and you can come in the library to claim a prize. Our little ones have been picking things from our beaker box to go along with the science theme. K through 4 kids get to pick a mystery bag, and they don't know what's going to be in there. It can be anything from, there's a whole slew of things in there, an ice cream cone, a new pair of sunglasses that play Floam, which is a lot of fun to roll up and bounce around.
Yes.
Water balls for the pool, different types of things. And then our teens will get to pull a mystery envelope, and those mystery envelopes may contain, again, a free ice cream cone, a free Rita's Italian Ice, or a $25 gift card to Nike. We have some $15 Starbucks gift cards in there. We have some Fandango gift cards and some movie passes, bowling passes. A lot of nice stuff.
One thing I saw yesterday, I was over actually talking to Sarah, who will be our guest on the show today, and was looking at the snack. You know, we have our snack box there for sale. Somebody had put on an envelope, the next snack's on me, and had $1 in there. So it was the random act of kindness, which is one of the activities that the kids were asked. So I was like, oh, this is so awesome to actually see it, in
that
action.
is cool. We actually put that on the K through 4 bingo card as well as the teens, because I think it's so important just for kids to learn kindness, to be more kind, to think of others. So that was a neat idea. So come on and play bingo if you haven't been already. Not too late to keep earning those prizes. We have plenty more up there. So I just want to mention a couple other things. Our puppet workshop, a few kids showed up in May and they made repairs to some of our existing puppets. We have another puppet workshop coming up here on August 16th. That's a Saturday at 11 a.m. and we'll be working on more puppets. Our Cheryl Capizzuti, our puppet maker that we've had on the show before, is always willing to come back and help us out. So we're anxious to have her visit here again in August. Our summer reading kickoff was a lot of fun, and hopefully we'll have time to show you a little clip of that later on in the show. The Luau is happening in August, and I do have to make an announcement. It was a misprint because the pool over on McMurray Road has shut down for the summer. We most likely will be holding this luau at the Cloverleaf Center, but you will get an email notification regarding that closer to the date. So if you signed up for summer reading, we should have your email. And I asked just for wait for that email notification. We are going to have a luau. We're just not 100% sure yet where it's going to be. AMF bowling party for anybody who signed up for summer reading is also going to happen in August. That's Friday, August 8th at 12 p.m. And I've been, I hate to say disappointed, but a little let down at participation in past years because I think it's such an awesome thing to do. And I know in the middle of the day it might be tough for working families, but hopefully we're giving you enough notice that you can make arrangements for your kids to be there. It's free bowling, free shoe rental.
And air conditioning in the middle of August for a couple hours. Yeah.
So thank you to our friends over at AMF. And please, if you're registered for summer reading, come on out and celebrate with us this year at the bowling party. Josh and Gab concert is coming up here in August. Again, you will get an email confirmation regarding the date and time, but it is scheduled for Friday, August 22nd at 7 p.m. and it is most likely going to be in the community center because they have the equipment and the stage and a better setup.
I need to ask, what is Josh and Gab?
So they are these people, two couple, I want to say they're renowned, I mean, very well known now because they've been performing in schools and doing school assemblies. So they are very well known around here. I don't know if they've performed anywhere in the South Hills yet, but they are two people, a musician and a stand-up comic, actually, who have combined their talents to talk about bullying and to promote that message that bullying is not okay. And they do it in a fun way through music and through comedy and through a lot of audience participation. So it's a great program for all ages. That's why we listed it under a family event. And I think it's very timely, right before school starts. When you know, I mean, you hate to admit it, but you know that as aware, I think, as schools are now, and as the action that they're taking is certainly helping, it's still out there.
Yes.
Right? Bullying happens every day. And I think we can't get that message across enough. I don't think we can do it enough. So even if you have gone to bullying programs before, you've listened to speakers and read the books, come to this concert because it's different and it gets it out there in a different kind of way. So it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of high energy, like I said, a lot of audience participation, so you don't want to miss that event. And you can still register, again, for Friday, August 22nd at 7 p.m. I think that might be all that I wanted to highlight this month's show anyway. But again, if you have any questions regarding summer reading itself or any of the programs, please don't hesitate to call us or to email me, and we will get in touch with you as soon as we can.
And coming up next, we're going to introduce you to our newest staff member, Mrs. Sarah Runco.
Yep, stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone, and joining us now is our new employee upstairs in the Children's Department, Mrs. Sarah Runco, and we are happy to have you on the show today, so thank you so much for being here. So we were going to start by just asking you a couple of questions, and I think one that is kind of standard for us now, and I think that our viewers are probably curious about, is what made you apply for a position at the library?
Well, I always came to the library with my children, and it was always the best time of the summer, the best time of the year. We always look forward to it. So it's almost like a dream job. You get to work with children. You get to, look at the books, which I love to read. So it's a perfect match for me.
Excellent. It is my dream job too. And I remember you coming with Macy way back when. How many years ago was that?
Oh, probably 9.
9 years ago for Super Kids.
Yes.
So fond memories. And we are so glad that you are now working for us. So welcome aboard.
What is your background?
I actually have a background in art education.
Yay.
Yes, so I never worked in the schools, but I did work at the community center for a little while teaching art, and it's a lot of fun. I still do it in my free time as much as I have.
Yes, well, Miss Vivian, Rachel Tieroff, our adult services department head, her daughter has taken your class, and she loves Miss Sarah.
Yeah,
so
she did speak very highly of you. So
yeah, she gave you a recommendation when we were interviewing.
She did. And that kind of leads into my next question. So you still do enjoy doing art on the side or as a hobby?
Yes.
Do you have a lot of your paintings up on your walls at home?
I gave a lot of my paintings away as a struggling art student. That was always the best Christmas and birthday present.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I still will see them at my family members' houses,
that's neat.
but I have just a few at home. I hang all my children's artwork up, though.
That's awesome, and that's very important. So is painting your specialty? I mean, I don't know. Most artists have like a specialty.
As an art educator, you have to dabble in everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it was very hard for me to pick a favorite, but probably drawing is my favorite.
Oh, okay.
Because you can do it anywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's true.
I was very impressed with your artwork on our front window and on the doors to the children's department. You freehanded that?
I did. They mentioned about a mad scientist, and I just sketched a few things, and everyone put in their...
In a day. Not even a full day.
They let me know which ones they thought were cuter than the other ones, and which mad scientist was fun and not scary, and it was a team effort, so yeah.
Well, if you haven't seen it, take a look, because it's awesome.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
So another standard question is, what is your favorite book? And I didn't want to ask that very same question because we always do. Yeah. So how about, what is your favorite book character, or which book character do you most relate to and why?
Well, if you ask my kids, it's Hermione Granger. Because I am a rule follower to a fault almost.
And I've learned this about you already, just a couple weeks on the job.
When she strays from the rules, I get a little anxious in the books, but it always works out for her. So I need to loosen up a little bit more like Hermione does towards the end of the book.
Very good. Okay. Let's see. What else did we want to ask you today? Oh, What do you enjoy? I know you've only been on the job here a couple of weeks, but what is your favorite aspect thus far?
Listening to the kids playing in the Family Play Center.
I know.
And we didn't really have that as much when my kids were younger. So it's a new part of the library to me, and it's very enjoyable to hear them singing to each other or playing with each other. So that's probably the best part because it was unexpected.
Good, good. Do you have a least favorite part
Of the library? The fish.
I didn't want to come out and directly ask you, but I was hoping that would come up. So let's share with our viewers your fear of fish.
I don't know when it started. My husband has narrowed it down to once we went to see big carp that came out of the water with their mouths open, and I've never really been a fan of fish since that visit, but I don't know exactly what it was, but that's probably the worst part of the job is the fish. However, I try to look past the fish into the children's eyes looking at me through the tank. But yeah, the fish are not my favorite. If I had a choice, I would maybe say turtle should be next.
Or frog. Bring the frog back. We had a frog, and the frog has since moved on. We never really said officially what happened to the frog, so it's better if we just say the frog has moved on. And we've had fish for about 4 years now, I think. Maybe longer.
Yes, because I take care of the fish. But my tank, the tank in the fireplace room, so I take care of both of them, and yours needs cleaned. I have to get over there and clean it. I only have 3 fish left, so my plan is not to buy any more. And when my fish are gone, then I would like to move the goldfish.
There you
go. And get frogs.
And then we could have a better view of the children.
Yes, yeah, and we could have frogs because I didn't realize.
Or I do like the turtle idea. Or turtle's more difficult to
labor
take care
intensive, maybe.
I don't know.
I can look that up for you.
Thank you.
So I just came to realize that Sarah doesn't sit in the seat near the fish tank, and so
there's a reason behind that.
There's a reason.
Yeah.
So.
Everybody has their own fears, so thank you for sharing. I'm sure there's other viewers out there who share that same fear. Maybe. All right. Well, we have one last question for you. I know you were very anxious, as I am very anxious, to have you start programming. Yes. Right now, you're kind of just taking it all in, and this is our super crazy, busy time of the year. So you've been busy, but you haven't been busy programming as of yet. Come fall, Sarah will start doing some programs for us, both in the daytime and in the evening. Yes. And I know you have some fabulous ideas. Is there one program in particular that you are especially excited to start?
Well, we have been dabbling around some fact or fiction, Mythbuster type books and found some really disgusting and interesting facts.
Give us one. A little sneak peek.
Yes, well, there is an artist that used a certain body part, which he was very famous for making music. So very interesting, and you can learn about more in the programming in the fall.
Awesome. Very
will
good.
There be a demonstration?
There will not be a demonstration by me.
This one, no. All right. Well, I don't know. Christine, do you have any more questions for our newest employee? And we do have Kim Gray, who actually was sick today. She was going to be on the show as well. Sarah and Kim were hired at the same time. Kim, too, will be starting programming in the fall. She'll be doing our Mother Goose story time and then some evening programs for elementary age kids as well as teens, of course. Yeah. So
I have
anything else?
I'm happy to have Sarah here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks so much for joining us today.
You're welcome.
Come and meet Sarah if you haven't already. So we want to thank Sarah Runco for being on our show again today and just let her know how happy we are that she has joined our team up in the children's department.
Yes,
and we want to thank you all for tuning in to another episode of Check It Out. As always, if you have any questions or comments about today's show and the things that we've talked about, please feel free to give us a call.
Or visit our website.
Or better yet, stop in and see us in person. And please stay tuned for this month's past program highlight, where we have some special footage of our friend Romibo the robot, who was with us at our summer reading kickoff. Stay tuned. And our special visitor is Romibo the robot. So I'm going to introduce Adam Ryan, who can tell you a little bit more about Romibo, and then you'll actually get to see it interact with some of our young patrons here.
Hi, I'm Adam. This is my robot Romibo. And basically what Romibo and I do is social robot therapy. We work with children on the autism spectrum in school settings and in center settings. But also we have been doing a thing with local libraries about reading books with kids. We do a lot of children's books. and he has a lot of fun doing it. It's a really cool learning experience for me and him. He was designed by a software company out in California, Berkeley, called Origami Robotics, and he is actually, we're getting a new one, so should be kind of cool. Yeah, this guy will have a new friend, and we'll see how that goes. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, so if Romibo's ready, I thought we can call up a couple of our friends and maybe ask him some questions, or Romibo will ask you guys questions. Does that sound good? All right, why don't you guys come on up? Let's have Sam and Daniel. Do you want to come up first? Come on. All right, let's see if he talks to you.
How are you? I am happy. What is your favorite animal?
Laughing the elephant.
How old are you?
4.5. He's not 2. He's 2.5.
4.5 and 2.5.
I am 3 years old.
Oh, Romibo's 3. Interesting. All right, well, thanks for coming up and saying hi to Romibo. You can head back to Mom and Dad, okay?
Goodbye.
Thanks. Who else wants to come up? Penny, you want to come up?
Hello. How are you? I am happy. What is your favorite book or story?
My favorite book is when a robot gets lost in the woods.
Is it nice?
Yeah, but it gets spookier when he gets to the forest, lost alone.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Awesome.
But he almost cried.
I don't know that story, Penny. I'm going to have to go look for that on our shelves. Thanks for recommending that book to everybody. Awesome. Thank you. All right. Do you guys want to come up? Come on.
Hello. I am a robot. What are you? Is it nice?
Yes.
I like that.
All right. Thanks, guys. Go ahead back to your seats. Anybody else who wants to come up can come up at this time.
Hello. How are you? What are your plans for the summer?
I'm probably going to swim in my pool.
You have your own pool?
Yes.
Nice.
Is it nice?
Yeah.
Awesome. I like to read books.
I do too.
I think we all do. We can all agree on that,
What
Romibo.
is your favorite book or story?
Kingdom Keepers?
Is it nice?
Yeah.
That's a good one. Thank you. Thank you for your book recommendation.
Sunday, July 20th is St. Valentine's Day at PNC Park when the Pirates take on the Colorado Rockies, and you're invited. Take part in the Family Fun Zone, run the bases after the game, receive a free Pirate poster, and prepare to raise the Jolly Roger. Game time is 1:30. Tickets are specially priced at only $17. Call 412-835-3780 weekdays between 9 and 3 to order your tickets for St. Val's Day at PNC Park.